Welcome to another episode of Queen3 and King. Lily was texting me, so I couldn't add everybody. So blame Lily. She need to be babysitting Bronx instead of texting me. Again, welcome to another episode of Queen3 and King, our third episode for 2022. Again, what? Our baby queen is out today. Babysitting her son.
Babysitting.
I'll be mad babysitting my own kid.
She babysitting Bronxy, Aunt, New York. So we actually have a fantastic guest host today. You see her, Dr. Selena Fitzroy Smith, also known as Dr. Trauma Queen.
Hey.
Say hello.
Hey, guys.
Also known as my link. Hey, girl.
That is true.
Don't nobody really care about that.
And
now,
cares about
that. And now we're going to go to our regular introductions, and we will start with the season queen out in Anna, Texas, by way of East Garland, Texas. She was commonly seen at the Black Wreck.
Was
in the rainbow. At the hot link stand.
At the hot link stand.
At Cooters.
Right.
At Minions.
Minions.
Coco, Boney Maroney, Skinny Minnie, the glamour herself, Darling Nikki. Say what up to the people, Queen.
Good evening, family.
All right. Again, these different voices every week. I don't know about this.
Of course.
And we've all heard about the drama that's going on in Tulsa. Well, that's not the only drama that's going on in Tulsa. This drama has been going on for quite some time. Again, she is still in litigation with regard to this crown and this title of Miss Tulsa. There's been some debate between her and some white lady. I don't know who that white lady is. Apparently some pastor's wife, but I can't talk about it. We got the educator, Meba. Talk to the people, Queen.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? And Ted, do you know somebody actually asked me who watches the podcast on a regular basis? I thought you were from Garland.
Wow.
I love it.
I said I am.
Love it.
Come on.
So we got the baby queen here saying, yes, tuning in while I'm babysitting the whole time.
Hey,
we got cousin Diane in that building. Say, hey, family, what's going on?
Hey, cousin.
We got Amy Marita in the house. Hey, family, what's going on? Riri.
Hey, Marita.
And we got Ben Sutter III, the gentleman who put the BS in BS3 radio. And network, should I say. All right, so let's get a little bit more of an introduction done with our guest host, the fill-in queen, the Dr. Trauma Queen. She is also the producer of Man Talk Mondays. She's the one who keeps this on the rails, even though she failed a week or so ago by allowing John's microphone to echo the entire show. You want to explain yourself? You want to explain yourself?
I did not fail. I told him his stuff was waggedy, but there was nothing we could do.
And what did he do about it is what I want to know.
I just told him to smile and nod. Don't talk. Just smile and nod.
Yeah, I said it was bad enough hearing what John got to say one time, let alone what he got to say 3 or 4 times because of this echo.
Right.
All right.
At the end, I found out if I put him on the solo, then he wasn't.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so talk to us, Dr. Selena Fitzroy Smith, because this just got added to your social media profiles, this doctor situation that I noticed. Maybe I missed it, or is this a recent completion of something? So talk to me about that.
So I actually completed my doctorate in 2020, but COVID was hating on me. So it wasn't conferred until 2021.
Okay.
But I have
what's that word you used? It wasn't what?
It wasn't conferred until 20.
Conferred.
So the graduation wasn't
come through conferred. All right.
Yes, indeed.
So, but my doctorate is in educational leadership and innovation, but it's focused on what my focus is: trauma informed practices and trauma in students and children.
Okay. All right. Well, so can you, write me a script for this Percocet? Just about 10 of them to get me through.
I can write you some interventions.
So I can do a little. We got Ain't Weed in the house. She goes, hello, my beautiful family. How you doing? How you doing? So, all right. And so talk to us about this show that you have started. Let's see, it is called, what is it called? Education Through the Eyes of Trauma. Am I saying that right?
Through the eyes of trauma.
Say that again.
Teaching through the eyes of trauma.
Teaching through the eyes of trauma. Okay. And talk to us about that. What's your goal there? What's your vision? When can you be seen? All that kind of stuff.
So the podcast runs like school runs. So normally on Mondays, unless Mondays were off for MLK like we were this week. And so it'll be on the normal school schedule. Basically, so it's me giving tools and strategies to teachers and to educators on teaching through the eyes of trauma. And so I wanted to make sure that we are not re-traumatizing, because that's what we do as educators, not knowing that we're re-traumatizing children. Because we're not being curious enough to find out what's going on with them in home. And so teaching through the eyes of trauma was me basically trying to figure out what's when I started teaching, because my Black experience wasn't the experience of my students. And so people thought I should know what to do because I'm Black and I have Black students. But I didn't understand, they teach me how to teach reading, writing, math in college, but they didn't teach me how to deal with students who have been molested at night or who hear gunshots at night. And so that's part of the problem. And so that was my whole goal of starting teaching through the eyes of trauma, just giving tools and strategies to do this work through the eye or through the lens of being trauma informed and resilience focused.
Okay. Wow. And this is awesome. Yeah, fantastic. And so is this a recording? Is this a post? How is this done on those days? So basically it's Monday through Friday when school is in, you're giving a tip. Is this a brief? On Mondays. Oh, just on Mondays. Okay.
For Mondays, yes. Oh, gotcha. It's so that you have tools and strategies to use for the week.
Okay, cool. And you put it out that morning, basically, or
Sunday night and midnight.
Sunday night. Okay. Okay, cool. And they can find it on a YouTube channel or just on social media?
It's on all podcast platforms. So on Spotify, Google, Apple, and Anchor.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it's how long is are the episodes typically?
About 30 minutes. So it's a drive to work or a drive home.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. And for the fans out there, we are trying to get that on BS3 network. For some reason, her and her agent have been dodging our creative services director, which is me. But we're gonna get to the bottom of that real soon. All right, Alicia says that's amazing. Definitely need it. And Ben said COVID is the biggest thing. Right on. Okay, so today's episode, you notice it is entitled Out of the Box, or should I say Out the Box. I said it the way African Americans tend to say it. And so basically a really, really good friend of mine gave me a Christmas gift based on the podcast. And she was like, I'm going to give you this. This is something you can use for your podcast. And basically it is called Table Topics. And it is a great way, questions to start great conversations, basically. And so each of these cards just have some random questions. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm just going to pull a couple of random questions and get my host's thought process on these questions. Okay. Hey. So I'm just going to randomly pick one. If I can keep them in place. Man, I'm dropping the hell out of them. It really is. Okay. Let me just see. I'm just going to try to shuffle up a little bit here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. First question. And I will start with Mika on this one. I can't start with Nikki because she already there, and you'll understand what I mean when I ask this question.
Okay.
How would you like to spend your elder years?
No.
Mika, how would you like to spend your elder years?
Simple. I think I said this to I think we were Ted, you were at Leisha's last Sunday, or you might have just left. I told the parentals and Alicia and Brandon them that I would love to get rich, but have us all on a ranch. Meaning all of us had our, huge property, but we all had our own houses and homes, so that, anytime we wanted to gather, we could just walk across. So I would love to be able to, have a good amount of money in the bank, have, family around, and be able to have homes and have the kids out running. And that includes, Selena and Derek. That includes, people in my circle just be able to run around and just be free and chill out.
Big ass ranch.
It is huge.
It sounds like David Koresh in the content or something.
I rebuke that.
Yes. Okay. So first of all, shout out to Raider Kev. What's up, my man? And we got Keisha Walker says, is this question open to the viewers as well? Absolutely. You already know how we do in the chat room. Put your thoughts out there. I don't think Mika thought this out very well because you probably don't want to just walk over to my house. That's probably not a good idea. You probably want to call first. So let's go to the Dr. Trauma Queen and ask her the question. How would you like to spend your elder years?
I want to be on somebody's beach. I'm a water baby, so anything near a beach with a patio and some wine. Some wine, some sand, and some water.
Hey, I can get with that. That I can get with.
Yeah.
That I can get with. And a bungalow that's over some water. That I can get with. Okay, so again, I'd asked everybody, how would you like to spend your elder years? I'm going to ask the elder queen a little different. What you do today? she must didn't hear me. You didn't hear this question, Nicole? She is having trouble.
I think she did that on purpose.
You got us yet? She can't hear it, so we're gonna skip it in until we get. But y'all see that? See how funny that was? You should talk about that. Look at
Yana.
I'm finna have to mute her.
Every week in 2022.
She muted now. Look how she looking. But first of all, let me address this profile picture that Keisha Walker got, this glamour shot here. Maybe Kmart and Duncanville opened back up and she went and had her picture taken. I don't know. But I can see she changed her profile pic. I don't even know who that is. She catfishing somebody. All right, we got Adriel in the building. What's going on?
Hey, Adriel.
Nikki, can you hear us?
No, it's not my picture.
She can't hear us, so I'm gonna mute her back again. All right, so I still want to go back to this question when she come on.
Okay.
Kirby Alexander's in the house. What's going on, Kirby? Peace and love to y'all. Likewise, sir. I'm gonna just shut off altogether because they doing too much over there. All right, next question. And I'm gonna start with the trauma doctor on this.
You didn't say what you would do in your elder years.
Shit. I mean, travel. Simple as that. You know, and like I said, I kind of got my life set up the way I like it right now. And the only thing I would do is add some travel to it.
Okay.
And maybe a wife or two.
Two.
Ain't no two.
That's not what you want.
Teresa Rucker Park in the building. Hello, Queen3 and King. What's up, Rucker Park? Then it look like we need to
But
pass the
Nikki,
collection plate again.
she swears she got the best internet being.
Something. All right. So Dr. Trauma Queen.
Yes, sir.
Hang on. Lakeisha said or two. Exactly. A-Trap said it. Rita says Benny Mose, aka Mom, is watching Ted. I don't know who that is. You are one of her favorites. I'm a lot of people's favorites, but I'm glad I'm one of her favorites.
Get out of
It's
here.
so humble.
Tell her she my favorite too. You my favorite too, Betty Mosley. D Great in the building. What's up, D Great? All right. So next question, Trauma Queen. Which historical period? Which historical time period would you most like to visit? Which historical time period would you most like to visit?
The time period, the Victorian era. What was the show that just came off Netflix?
On Netflix? I think I know the one you're talking about. Something it ends in T-O-N, something ton, huh?
Bridgerton.
There you go. See, I told you I go here.
Thank you.
Really?
Bridgerton, where they like your grace and put on the outfits and have a little walk.
You ain't gonna be hot every day with all them clothes on.
They have air conditioning.
What?
I'm living in a palace. I have air conditioning.
They don't have no air conditioning back in those Victorian days.
And do you see that queen? Like it's some air coming through there, or somebody's fanning me, or something. I don't be fans.
She said there's some air coming through there. I love it. Oh, okay. Kevin's mom. Yeah, I have got to get to visit her. I intended
tell her,
to do
hey.
that. Yeah, tell her hello. Hey, Miss Mosley, how you doing? It has been a long time, man. Sweet. I'll try to be good today if I can. I can't promise nothing. Y'all got to start telling me when these people is on here. We got Golden Brooks in the house, living my life like it's golden. A-Trap said I'll be in Texas when I get older. And what's that after? Is them some beers or something?
Drinking some beer.
Kirby Alexander said the Prohibition era. Why is that?
Why?
Charlotte Wilson says, hello, everyone. Charlotte has the absolute best voice on Built for This Network. Okay. She is keeping A-Trap afloat. Golden Brooks. Okay. So the Victorian era. She want to be on Bridgerton. You sure you just don't want to be on Bridgerton? That's it?
That'll work too.
Huh?
That'll work too.
Wow. I
got a golf or two in me.
Just a full-time fanner. Yeah, ain't no air conditioning. All right, so Mika, which historical time period would you most like to visit?
None of them.
You got to answer the question. I'll answer it just to give you some time.
None. I mean.
Oh, look like a she waving. Are you waving to say you back?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm tickled.
A-Trap said ancient Egypt. Why, A-Trap? Okay, so Nikki, you heard us asking this question.
But I heard y'all talking about my internet. It wasn't my internet this time. It was something different.
Well, it was something.
Yeah,
if it ain't, I'm gonna tell you like your mama used to always say, if it ain't one thing,
it's another.
Okay. And it's already been that kind of week. Period.
All right. So now let me ask you this. So you heard the question that I asked to them, right? I said, how would you like to spend your elder years? And she's gone again.
I'm not gone.
Oh, you went black on us.
You told you.
Okay, be still. You good right now.
No, my head was cut off.
No,
it's not now. Not to us. It's good. Okay. So hang on. Let's see what Charlotte says first. She goes, I'm with Mika. I like being here and now. Indoor plumbing, central heat and air. That's not the question. Play the game. Go to Brooks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Charlotte.
So we're backing up one question. So I asked Dr. Trauma Queen and Mika, how would you like to spend your elder years? So Nikki, I'm gonna ask you, the same question, but in a little different form. What'd you do today?
Boy, you better be glad I'm saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost. And I don't want to backslide on the live.
So answer the question. How would you like to spend your elder years?
My husband and I will be doing lots of traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Staying away from you, Ninja.
Okay. Any particular places you'd like to travel?
No, we're still figuring that out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Mika, it is on you now. What historical time period would you most like to visit?
None. I answered. I don't know why you keep.
Let me say this. Okay, let me help you out. You were born in what year?
84.
Okay, so fools say the 70s or something like that when they had air conditioning and wine and stuff like that. It is a historical time period. I'm trying to help you out. Yeah.
Okay.
What did you say at first?
Nothing. I want to be here. The Lord knew where to place me. In the name of Jesus.
The question is, do we want you here?
It's not like you don't have to stay there.
A-Trap says that's where some of the intelligent people in the history of the world are from. Kirby says probably because I'm into the gangster movie. Okay, so for me, the historical time period I would most like to visit. Now you got to be careful answering this question because there are some pitfalls and some dangers that exist in some of these time periods that we don't have to deal with. So Selena said she wanted to be in the Victorian age. Well, she probably ain't gonna have about 2 or 3 more years to live because you don't live till you're about 36. You know.
As I say, she ain't gonna get out into her 40s.
So you got to be careful what you say. So for me, and this just ain't a political answer or trying to be, get the most applauses from the audience. This is legit. Okay. I would probably want to be in Jerusalem or Bethlehem or somewhere like that when Jesus is walking the earth, so I can be one of his boys.
Boy, get out!
And all the tricks I do now, I could have been doing then, huh?
With the Jesus sandals.
You ain't got to take no bath every day.
You nasty.
You ain't got to take no bath every day.
You just wade in the water.
It'd be some fine women at the well every day.
But you know, how long you gonna live though?
And
ain't the women at the well hoes though?
But I'm gonna go. Yes. But I'm going to heaven though, because I'm gonna be one of his boys. Okay. See, Peter was cussing and all that,
Peter was cussing. David was good. It was a lie.
Yeah. So I'll be good. Marita said you would be dead. Everybody would be dead right now. Let's see. Kirby says no donkey.
Okay.
Golden Brook says yes, Charlotte 65. Okay, so she said don't do me because I was a 70s kid. Bell bottoms and Buster Brown shoes were not it. Yeah, but that's the safest place she could have went though. I
want you to go back, so I'm good.
That would have been the safest place. Lily said,
idiot.
We just said my historical place would be in Harlem at the famous Cotton Club doing my thing.
Oh, I mean that would be cute.
Yes,
that would be cute.
Great answer. Okay. Last question before we go into the scripture talking.
Y'all didn't ask me that question.
Oh, sure did. Okay, so we gonna answer it the same way. Which historical time period would you most like to visit? Which historical time period would you most like to visit, Nicole?
I would like to visit the
beginning 50s, of this show.
The 50s.
In the years like 1950. I want to know what that was like, because wasn't that the year that your parents and stuff, our parents and stuff, grew up in?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
But I
think how old our parents were.
Yeah, at 51.
51.
Yeah.
Because she want to be born when Wilma Jean was born.
No, I just want to know, because don't y'all ever wonder what it was? They tell us stories about it, but I wonder what it actually was like.
But I'd rather just them tell me. I don't want
but sometimes it.
Because I'm an African American boy, so I would have been trying to live for my life.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just that they can tell you.
There you go.
But it's nothing like, because we'll take it for granted when they tell us. We don't take it as serious as they do. But at least if we lived it, or at least for a small period of time, we'll know exactly how they felt and what they went through. Do y'all know this show called Quantum Leap? Yes.
Did y'all watch that? Mickey,
not very much.
Selena, you didn't? Okay, well, it was a show where a dude basically was jumping back to, randomly back to time because it was something he needed to do. And sometimes he'd end up in the old West days and stuff like that. But I don't know about the old West because, again, a lot of these old time periods, you got to remember, you're trying to survive.
Yeah.
But, back then, the farther you go back, the harder it was going to be to live. That's why I wanted to be with Jesus, because he'd have kept me alive.
Look
Look at this here. Look at this. The Pastor Smith talking about I would hang out at Ray's Boom Boom Room. Look at it. Kirby said, hey, Doc, he would let you get drunk water to wine, right? All right, we got TC in the building. Good evening, everyone. Hello, TC.
Hi.
Let's see. Keisha says, I'd like to revisit the 9 to 9 in 2000.
That was a good year.
Wow. Let's see. Marita said it was a hard life. I can imagine. And H-Rap said he agreed with Nikki on it.
Yeah, because you can only go by what you hear. But if you actually you would have more sympathy or more compassion for somebody if you were able to exactly see what they went through. What's so funny about that?
Oh, I was laughing at this next question.
Oh, because I was going to say, because that's just how I feel about it.
Well, I'm not going to ask this question because it's easy. It says, who's the funniest person alive? And I think y'all already know that. So
don't answer that. I hate to disappoint you.
Yeah. So next question, Nikki, we're going to start with you on this one. But first, let me see what Rita said about this. She has the 50s is one of the most memorable years, just like the old R&B songs will never die. Okay. So, Nikki, have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts?
Yes.
Have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts?
Yes.
What was it?
Where'd Mika?
Y'all know I'm scared of that.
Okay, so for real, in real life, as a kid, when we lived on 205 Lake Drive, one night, my room was right next to Mama's and Daddy's. Yeah. So one night I was asleep.
Richard Earl was still there?
Huh?
Richard Earl was still there?
No, yeah, he was still there. Okay. I went to sleep. Well, I thought I went to sleep, but then I was awakened by, and at first I thought it was just a dream or something, but it wasn't, because when I actually tried to move and tried to get up and tried to yell to say something to Mom and Daddy to come in, that somebody was in my closet.
Mm-hmm. I remember
that. Huh? You remember?
Yeah.
And Daddy came in there like he was Superman, tearing the closets up. But I couldn't move it for the longest. And she kept saying, come and go with me. Uh-huh. And I was like, no, sis.
How was you yelling?
Huh?
How was you yelling?
I ain't going to tell you because you're going to me. But that happened.
Yeah. All right. Dr. Trauma Queen, have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts?
I have not, but Derek has. So I'm
really?
Story.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell his story. Yes. So he was living in an apartment, and he had a raggedy car, right? So the car stopped working.
Why you gotta put the raggedy
car?
The
one you gave him, or the one before you gave him one?
My great uncle gave him. That's how old he was. Okay. And so it stopped working right outside of his apartment complex, and so somebody drove up and just didn't get out the car, didn't say anything, just started pushing his car into the apartment from the back. And so they pushed his car into his parking spot. Now, how they knew where he lived, I don't know. Pushed his car into his parking spot, and he got out the car to say thank you, and they were gone.
Wow.
So he's like, there had to be an angel. Like, I never heard them drive off. I didn't see the person. I just felt the car, looked up. It was the car pushing me into my.
Hang on a second. Is he close by?
Yes.
Yeah, we need to ask him this because I need to ask a question. And my special guest in the green room, just hang on, coming to you.
But that's like something on TV.
But while we're waiting on him, let me read this. Akia says, me and Lakeisha Shante, her sister, were saved by angels from a car crash when we were 9 or 10, I believe. One was very black. And one was very white with huge hands and as tall as a light pole. Nobody knew how we got out the car. Wow. She says, I've also seen angels and demons my whole life until I was like 20 something. And Brian says, once when I was like 16, I was trying to wake up and couldn't. My grandma said it was a witch on my back.
But that stuff happens.
The teacher said, I was just telling that in my comment. Okay, wow. All right, Derek. So we understand that an angel pushed your car into what? Tell the story for us, right quick. First of all.
First of all, wait. So you didn't like the way I said?
No,
I was in my apartment complex, and I was around by the mailboxes, but it was still around the corner from where my apartment was. And I had an issue with my starter, and then, I don't know, but I was real frustrated at the time. It's like life is just stressing me.
Right.
But somebody pulled up behind me. All I saw was a silhouette. They never said, hey, man, you need help. You know, they just pulled up behind me and started pushing me. When they pushed me to where I got to my parking space, you know, I parked the car and I got out to say, you know, thank you, you know. Didn't see a car. Nobody didn't see anybody pull off. Nothing. It was just.
Now, let me ask you this. This is the reason why. So, Selena, yes, I couldn't tell you whether you did a good job telling the story or not until he told it. So now I can say, yes, you did a good job telling it. Now so my question is still the same. Were you saved then?
Oh, yeah.
So you hadn't been drinking or nothing. You just don't remember how you
I just left work.
You can't be saved to drink.
I just left work. I was.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
okay.
I had just left work and I was headed home from work. And,
okay, so it wasn't one of those nights that I done had a couple of times. I didn't know how I got to the house.
Nah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we sure appreciate you popping on and answering that question for us.
No problem.
And so Selena and Nikki has answered the question. Mika, have you ever had an experience that led you to believe in angels or ghosts?
No, because the Lord knows my heart.
Okay. So I'll answer the question. And I had a situation at the same location Nikki did, with just 205 Lake Drive, our house in Garland. A lot of people that are from Garland that are listening knows that was on the corner of Lake and Cumberland.
Yes.
And this was not too long after our Uncle Lawrence had passed away. And Mama was making cheeseburger, hamburger helper. Cheeseburger, macaroni, hamburger helper, right? One of my favorites. With cornbread. She always made it that way. And so she had called and said, hey, it's time to eat. So, you know, I'm going to be the first one in there. So I go in and I pull, Nikki, you remember these hard plastic bowls we had that were, back then, you got colors like brown, green, orange. I mean, your carpet was green and shaggy, you know, kind of brown and shaggy or whatever. So we had these bowls that were brown, like a dark looking green, you know, orange color or whatever. So I grabbed one and set it on the counter. And as soon as I set it on the counter, it slid over about 8 to 10 inches. And I immediately grabbed it back, you know, as my reaction was to slide it back. And my mama was standing right there when that happened. And I said, did you see that? And she goes, it ain't nobody but your Uncle Lawrence coming. You know, this was his favorite meal. And because she was so calm, cool, and collected, Selena, I was scared of my mama for the next 6 months or so. I'm like, nah, you ain't supposed to be this cool with that.
You still scared of her.
So,
but you know, I grew up, like my grandmother used to, in Tulsa, you know, my grandmother lost several of my uncles and aunts before she passed.
Right.
Several. So, and you know, everybody's favorite hangout when your cousins get together in the summer is your grandma's house.
Right.
So we would hear something. It was one, I think we just got used to it finally. We'd be like, oh God, grandmother. She'd be like, oh, that's just your Uncle Tyrone. It was one night she said that. We were all in her big moo dresses and in that bed like this. She said, I bet y'all sit down now. Baby, didn't move. So,
well, as y'all can see, if those who may have joined us late, the baby queen is not here. We got the Dr. Trauma Queen filling in. And we also got one of her favorite fans that popped in and wanted to say hello. The comedian, John Yogi Lewis. What's up, my man?
Not much, man. How you guys doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
We see you got your echo fixed. What you went down to the dollar store and got your new mic? What happened?
Selena wasn't gonna let us go on that way, so we had to get that fixed.
Don't I know it? So how's 2022 been treating you so far, man?
Boy, it came in. It won't let up like COVID won't let up.
Yeah,
it's been tough so far, man. That just means the rest of the year gonna be better. So
that's exactly what
I heard that. So Lita is watching right now. Would you like to say anything to your? I know you're her biggest fan.
I do. And I thought about this all day.
Here you go lying.
They called me.
What do you do?
It's from the heart. Lily Precious. You and your husband, please stop playing Naked Twister. Play anything but Naked Twister.
Oh my God.
We don't need no more kids. We good. And if you keep playing that, you're gonna keep having babies. Y'all play anything, hopscotch, anything with your clothes on. Don't play nothing else naked, okay?
Wow.
He is going to cuss you.
That's all the way out, and I support it.
Love it. So you've heard these questions that we asked. Did any of them jump out to you in terms of that you'd want to answer?
Yeah, we had an angel in the house, and he had on boxers.
Boxers.
I'm just saying. Listen, so
was
we
it the angel or ghost of the devil? How about that?
I just know they had on boxers. I didn't ask for names. I didn't ask for descriptions. We were little in this little shotgun little house we used to stay in, and we were playing in the room, and something opened the door, and it opened the door, and we could see kind of the
silhouette. That's the word.
Yeah, and I could see it had on boxers. It was a man. It was in a man figure. He had on boxers, and I ran and got up under the covers. I thought the covers was a safe place, so I ran and got up under the covers. And when I looked up, it was gone. But he had on boxers.
Now wait a minute. Where were you at when you saw him?
Where was I at?
When you saw him, yeah.
I was in my see, our house was so small. We had sectionals in the house. So I was in I want to say I was in like the bedroom part / living room / kitchen part. We had little dividers in the house. So it was between stuff. If I had to pick him up in a lineup, he would be, I would say, between the room and the kitchen and then the bedroom. It was in between one of them areas. They was divided.
Okay. Who was at home at the time?
Me and my brothers.
Okay.
You
and your brothers there. You was the only one that saw him?
I never asked. You know how you don't want people to think you crazy.
So I don't care nothing about that now.
And I can't hide no more. I can't hide it no more. I cannot hide it, so I don't try to do no more. But it's funny. I never asked him about it. I'm gonna have to ask him about it. But I did see that. I'm so serious.
Selena, who was it?
His mama friend.
That's what I was gonna say. You sure that wasn't your uncle?
No, that was one of the few times my mom and daddy were still together.
Oh, wow. He said one of the few times.
They were still together back. They was early. They were still together back.
Wait a minute. We got a question from the viewing audience.
Exactly.
Angels will draw.
I do not make up the rules. I'm just telling you what I saw. Did y'all want to have on a robe or something? What did y'all want, man? Maybe I caught him off guard or something.
Okay, check this out. Your boy D said, he said, God dang it. He said that was Melvin from Baby Boy.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't the kitchen. It was divided between the kitchen.
Wow. And so Lily, this is Lily's response to what you had to say. And then she also
is that thumbs up?
and then she also said this. I'm glad John came while I'm out. And then she said, "Hold on, she ain't through. I can't say it." Hey, it's amazing that Bronx didn't come out looking like John.
Right.
That is hilarious.
Let's see. Keisha said if it was Melvin, he would have been naked cooking breakfast.
And he wasn't in the kitchen. He was in the part between the kitchen and
All right. Kirby said the angel showed up at my house on the police bus, and I couldn't find exactly what they were looking for. I don't know what he's saying.
Yo,
Yeah.
goofy.
And Golden Brook says she supports Naked Twister for the record. And Lily said we playing that shit tonight. Wow. My aunt says after Lawrence's death, I went into a deep depression, dropped down to a size 1. Lawrence visited me and he was so happy. Said we were with our mom and grandma and he wanted me to live life and be happy. Lawrence was only 2 when our mom passed and he was so happy to be with her. When she first passed, Lawrence would go from room to room crying, looking for her. After a few months, he finally stopped crying. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's see. Derek said, John, the man cubicle. Wow. And this supposed to be your homeboy. This supposed to be your homeboy. All right, so John, do you got time to stick around while we talk about these streets of talking? You done heard about this? You got time to stick around?
Yeah, let me check my Palm Pilot.
Wow.
If you have Palm Pilot, you got time.
Let me get you Brandon right. Instead of the baby queen, we got Mika with this segment.
The streets are talking.
Why you don't dance hard when you doing the segment like you do when Lily doing it?
Because I got to have my breath, shit, you know?
Wow.
Can't come in here winding.
She set it in place.
Sarah said, angel spirit guides are real and heaven sent. Abraham said, my mother passed 9:30 and 12:27. I woke up in the middle of the night with her saying my name, saying she was okay. All right, cool. All right, Mika, what these streets talking about?
So, I love the Lord. He heard my cry, but you better not put that spit up in my eye.
Now that's when I'm gonna backslide.
So, y'all, we even talked about this today at work. It is hot on the streets. Michael Todd, he does, and let me just put this out here. He's in Tulsa. I said when things open back up a little bit more, I'm going to his church. I really like his illustrations. I like the way he does things. Yeah. I really do. But I think he made a little mistake on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-COVID, you ain't going to spit on me. Post-COVID, you're not going to spit on me. In the middle of COVID, you're not going to spit on me.
Mm-hmm.
So what are y'all thinking? Would y'all have allowed him to do that demonstration and illustration on y'all? What happened?
Nikki, go ahead.
Oh, I said that's when I would, if he tried to do that to me, I would have slapped the hands out of him.
And I wonder if he ran that by his wife. Like, did you talk to somebody before you did that?
Wait a minute. Ran about who wife? The guy he was doing the example on? Or
no, his own wife. So the guy he was doing the example on was his brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I don't know why he allowed that to go on because I wish my sister would. That's not going to happen.
But see, he tricked him. He came up to him and said, brother, do you want to be used by the Lord today? And his brother say, you know, because he ain't brother now, he pastor. Yes, pastor, yes. Well, God wants to use you in a mighty way. That he said,
That's nasty.
hey, when that brother, and he smelled his breath for the rest of the day. I'm just gonna tell y'all, he smelled him for the rest of the day. He probably changed his mind about 3 o'clock because he said this been on about 7 hours, and I still smell his breath.
But didn't he hawk when he did it?
Yes.
That is disgusting.
Twice at least.
Right. Hawked it up.
Trying to make sure and get it.
But
and when he put it on his face, you could see it stretch when he moved his hand.
It pulled down.
Yeah. I mean, when he moved his hand away, the flava was cut. One part was connected to his hand, and the other part was connected to his eye.
Yeah, and he kind of played it like it was an instrument.
So do we forgive him or do we keep talking about it? What do we do?
Well, so y'all saw the apology video that he posted today.
Yes. I think.
So what you got, Doc? Huh?
Because he asked for forgiveness. Now he's known for doing extreme illustrations.
Yes.
Right? This one just got too far out of hand, and he recognized that and apologized for that simply because he said it was a distraction, and he never wants his messages to distract from God, right, or from the Holy Spirit. And so I think that it was one of those moments where like he put it out there and then realized, yeah, I did too much. I went too far, and then he came back and apologized. So I think we should forgive him.
Wait. Okay, maybe. He didn't hear them people hollering when he did it.
Yes.
You mean to tell me he didn't hear nobody? Because I could hear him. I could hear him.
Too. But when you on stage, he probably thought that was like, oh,
you didn't hear that either.
All
you heard was,
ooh. But that ooh could have been like, ooh,
thank you, Lord.
That's right.
Okay, well then they would have said, ooh, do me. I ain't hear nobody say that. I didn't hear, hey, pastor, I want some of that anointing. I didn't hear that that time. I didn't hear that. All I heard was, oh.
So what you saying, John? He shouldn't have been forgiven? You think he should have stopped now?
I'm saying this. I'm saying if you want to show God's anointing, you be the example. Let your brother spread on you.
Yeah.
You can't use nobody else for that. Now we need to put him on probation. If you do that again, we're gonna cancel him. That's what we need to do. We need to put him on what's the word? Anointed probation. Anointed probation.
Anointed probation.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we do the pastor. We put him on anointed probation.
If I'm gonna use spit, it would be on my own eyes, right? I wouldn't use spit.
Yes.
On anybody else.
Blessed oil to symbolize.
Yeah.
You know, but John, you so perfect and all, you make absolutely no mistake.
Why you always gotta come from me?
I'm just saying, so you want to put him on probation because you're perfect and you never do that.
You know what? Let me say this. You know what, Selena? You right. I'm trying to remember the last time I spit on somebody and wiped it on their face. On what everybody can see. Let me think. I ain't never did that foolishness. That's foolish.
That's his foolishness. But what about your foolishness?
Hey, I don't put mine on in there for everybody to see it. I don't put mine on, especially I don't use nobody else for it. My foolishness is with me.
Yeah.
I'm okay with him. Y'all, I think this is another example of why we shouldn't put these pastors on pedestals. He messed up. Right. He had a lapse of judgment. He messed up. Mo, I will still visit his church. He messed up in that moment.
Yeah. And Derek may be able to help me with that, but there's a saying out there that I try to repeat as often as possible, and that is that the messenger is flawed, but the message is divine. So I'm looking at the message.
Was the spirit anointed though?
Say that again. Was
the spirit anointed?
That's
the question right there. Was there anointing on the spirit?
Let's see. Atrap said, "I bet you won't sit on the front row." And Lakeisha said, I like him too. I didn't even see that, and I'm glad I didn't. I definitely wouldn't allow that. That's disgusting. Kirby says, didn't Jesus spit and make clay for a blind man's eye? That's another thing.
He used it.
That's another thing. Jesus didn't use 100 proof spit.
Yeah.
He mixed it.
Yes, he did.
He mixed it with some dirt.
Yeah.
Mix, hey, you need to cut this, man. You need to cut it with something, man.
with some coke or something. Use some coke or something to cut that up.
Yeah, you need.
And my 18-year-old said that he could have used water. He could have used anything as an example.
Yeah, but he got caught up. I'm like this. My official position on it is yes. After seeing his apology today, and he seemed to be very down to earth about it and all that kind of stuff, I said, hey, he made a mistake. He admitted it. The difference is his mistake is for the whole world to see, you know, and have an opinion on. It's a mistake. He took it too far. I done took jokes too far, right, Nikki?
Yes.
That time when I used to drive by Nikki's house every day on my way to work. I used to ride by Nikki's house every day on the way to work. And I told her, you need to quit starting that car because it was the winter time. I said, you need to quit starting that car.
I need to start the car.
Somebody gonna pull off in it.
And you got in it.
So I parked about 3 doors down, John. Got in the car and pulled off.
And I chased him with my gun.
John, she was running down the street out there.
With my gun.
Oh no.
Oh boy, that's a lot.
My niece was on the phone with the police.
That's a lot, bro. I know she ready to kill you. What?
I told you with my gun.
So
he won't do that to nobody else.
You can take it too far sometimes.
He took his theological liberties now.
Yeah.
Right.
I like it. Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, see, y'all missing this comment. She goes, it's obvious his old lady hadn't spit on him in a while. Oh, and that's some freaky stuff right there.
Well,
that's some freaky stuff right there.
Come on, Keisha.
That's some freaky stuff.
My Lord.
Let's see. Charlotte says spitting is the absolute most disgusting thing you can do because of all the germs in your mouth. We would have had a real problem.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No man here on earth is Jesus. That's right. Jesus did that, not you. And the kids said, besides it's being completely disgusting, it's way, way too much stuff going on around.
It is.
People are sick. Y'all about to make me throw. A-Trap said, I would have kicked my brother draws in his ass. Kirby said, Charlotte, I definitely agree. Raider says, oh, God can forgive him. He's on mine list. Wow. Charlotte said he could have used some water. A-Trap said he would need Jesus, Moses, and Abraham to keep me off his ass. Jesus says I can forgive him because I didn't get spit on, but if I did, I wouldn't. Derek says, I think I heard somebody in the audience yell out, oh, this some beef.
What?
I love it. Charlotte says bodily fluids have no place in demonstrations. We just said watching someone spit.
Exactly. It made you
old heads hate for you to spit, period. Not even on them, just spit. They don't like it.
Yeah.
Lisa says, I'm glad he owned it. That was a huge mistake and he knew it. Brandy said he was my favorite. I'm so disappointed. I wanted to know if he ran that past Natalie before he did that.
He did not.
And don't let him stop being your favorite. People make mistakes, y'all.
That's true.
Monique says, I'll go with you, but we can't go down for altar call.
Yeah, we ain't going down to altar call though.
Golden says, I missed that one. I'm glad I did. Kirby says, spit and dirt is nasty. Yes, Kirby.
Yeah.
All right. What'd she say? Wow, now you do that, Ivan. Now why you do that, Ivan? I don't know what I did.
You took the car.
Oh, yeah. Kirby said my granddad chewed tobacco and all he did was spit. All right. So anybody else got anything on that spit situation?
No, it's disgusting.
All right, let's go to your next story.
Well,
and I'm gonna start with John on this. I'm gonna make
let's start with John. Well,
have you heard this story, John? Go ahead, Mickey.
I know you're supposed to keep it locked up before you get married. I get it. But some people do not hold out that long.
Okay.
Venus Williams is a 41-year-old virgin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't hear the story, John?
I didn't know.
Yeah, today.
And she has a whole boyfriend. But they said she's clinging to her Jehovah Witness faith. And one of the things you don't do is you don't have sex before marriage. How y'all doing at 41?
John?
I done blew up.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have officially blown up at 41. I'm gonna decombust. I'm 41.
He said decombust.
Wait.
Not a word, sir.
Hey, Sock won a state title. Leave him alone.
Hey,
they good at football.
Hey, y'all know what I mean. But y'all gotta know this, man. It take a strong woman, strong person to go 41 years.
She's 41.
41 days,
behind it. That's a man, because you've been an adult
a long
time, and you
more than
it can't be no kissing and hugging and rubbing and dubbing and all that. Can't be none of that.
She burning.
Can't be.
Wow.
I didn't hear what she said.
She burning.
She burning.
She got you on fire. If somebody touch her the wrong way, she if you touch her on her back, she ain't gonna be no good. You say, girl, don't do that to me. She ain't gonna be no good. You can't. Do you know what you have to abstain from in order to keep that though? You can't, man.
So we got a couple of Venus supporters in the chat room.
Oh no, I support it.
We all support it. We just,
you don't want
to. But I don't know if it's our testimony.
You don't want to hear my thoughts on it, then. Okay, so Charlotte Wilson says, "Go Venus." Akia says, "Hey, she tight. That's power. Love 41." Charlotte says she's truly a strong Black woman. Lakeisha said that's amazing and can definitely be done. Kirby says, "Is that intercourse or fellatio she's not doing?" Alicia Lily says she must got that rose. Smelling like crawfish in her bedroom drawer. Keisha said, I always wondered why her face and jaws look so strong. She said, Venus a damn lie. Rita says, I admire her commitment.
I do too.
I'm going to shut up.
But at 41, it's going to break off, ain't it?
But I think if you never had it, then there's nothing to, you know what I'm saying? So this is natural to her.
Yeah, but now think about this. Let's go back to when we was virgins. Back in the 1900s.
Right? Early 1900s.
Y'all said early 1900s.
Even before you had it, you still felt something, right? It's the way the human body is designed. Yeah, but you said if she never had it, she don't know what she's missing, or it's not that bad.
She doesn't know what she's missing.
I bet you when you walk by her, you need a handkerchief to cool yourself down because she's so hot.
Because I'm not saying that she's not wanting it. I just think if she had sex and then stopped, it would be harder than she's never had it. I believe she's burning. I think
John, help me, man, so I can stay good. See, I got you here for a reason, man.
Well, see, I didn't know the story. I didn't have time to marinate on it. But let me say this. Let me make sure I say this.
She done had 41 years to marinate.
You can't watch TV. You literally can't watch nothing. Because it's everywhere. Somebody touching and rubbing and kissing and hugging everywhere. You don't want that in your life?
Yeah.
But Alicia said she got a rose. She good.
Yep.
Yeah, she got a rose.
Okay.
John don't know what the rose is.
No, I don't. I know whatever it is. I know what she ain't got.
Can't tell what she missing. Keisha said us women got hot in our 40s. Venus need to quit. You can only do so much dry humping. God,
no, not the dry humping.
Wow. Let me just say this, and I'm gonna give a qualifier first. The whole waiting till marriage and celibacy thing and stuff like that. I'm not saying that there are not some people out there who that needs to be their path for their own spiritual reasons, right? And their own getting themselves right and refocusing their lives and all those kinds of things. I get it. But what I am saying, and I'm going to pull the gloves off here, and I hope that everybody know me well enough to not get mad, and I'm just saying what I say, but you got to, this celibacy shit, there's a lot of folks just doing this shit because it's cute, period. Because it's cute.
Because it's cute.
Because it's cute.
Celibacy ain't cute. Celibacy
no, because see, here's the deal. Because they think it's cute. They think they're doing it for some likes. This is still a social media world. And guess what? Like Keisha just said, she need to quit that damn line. It's a lot of folks ain't even really celibate. Celibate ain't, when did it become popular? Even this girl that just got divorced with her pastor husband or whoever it is, right? They supposedly did that before they got married, right? Abstained or whatever. Especially if you done been knocking boots for 15 years, then all of a sudden I'm finna go celibate. For what? I'll wait.
The Lord.
No, you've been getting it in.
What? And it's,
but you know,
you change your mind. You want this to be blessed.
Well, no, you can't change your mind. Once you don't put that box out, that box open, you can't close that box back and tie it in a bow. Like it ain't never been. Like it never been in there.
You can say, from now on, I want this relationship to be blessed, and so I don't want to do things that I did in past relationships, and I want to start this one new.
Okay, but that's not going to take away the mental.
I'm not asking you about mental. We talking about
whoa. It's one of the
You can be celibate physically and not celibate mentally. Don't nobody know.
Now, how you sound?
Well, that's the point.
That's your point right there. That's your point right there.
No, but what I'm saying is, no, I get what he's saying. Like, people want this honor of, oh, I'm celibate. And that's this newfound, it's a trigger word or whatever. This is a newfound thing that people are saying, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a trend.
Like,
it's hot. It's popping.
Trendy, right? But I think there are some people who actually are like, I've done it differently before and it didn't work out. And so now I want something new. So I'm going to start this new relationship different. And so I'm going to be celibate because of that. And I think the other people are giving it a bad name. But I really do believe that there are women or people out here that are like, I need something different. So I have to do something different.
Well, you can't be celibate once you've been ran through.
I sure need Pastor Smith on there.
Well, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
I know we was joking about it last night, but I personally admire her for doing that because because for her religious reasons, I applaud her for that. And everybody don't want to have sex before marriage. She's doing what she was raised to do, or what she was taught to do in the church and her culture.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with her specifically.
Yeah. So I don't have a problem with that at all.
She's gone 41 years. My question and issue is, like John and I have so politely tried to indicate, once that box.
I didn't say box, did I?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. Don't lie.
But, I mean, again.
But men and women are going to differ on this anyway.
The reason I came out that box for 15 years, and now you're trying to stuff it back. You know that when you had them pop goes the wings was John, when we was a kid. This is me and you talking, John. You notice how the older that toy get, that weasel come out quicker.
Yeah. But I'm curious about this. Why do they think that men were different from women on this? Listen, I applaud her for what she's doing. But I'm just saying, for anybody, for me, it's hard for me to understand. If you've been having sex and you say, you know what, I'm gonna stop right here. I don't want no more. I don't want no more freaky dig. I don't want no more of that, because you can't take away the mental. And the point of abstinence is so it doesn't be in your mind and you drag it into your next relationships. That's the point of it. You're just not committing the act, but the spirit of it has already been done.
I'm with you, baby. I got.
Why are they looking at me like I'm talking French?
I don't know, like you alien.
Because you okay, hold on. Listen, answer this one question.
Listen, I'm a witness, a living witness.
What's your living witness to, Selena?
Even your line, even your link looked at you like this.
I know.
We can know.
I know.
What? What are they talking about?
She said she a witness.
A living witness to what?
To being celibate before I got married.
Now the question is, so were you celibate? Were you a virgin when you got married?
I said I was celibate.
No, he heard that.
We heard that. We got that. Next question. Were you?
No, but I was
okay. So all I'm saying is this.
Pop goes the weasel.
Okay, there you go.
Idiots. All she's saying is it can't be done.
It can't be done. And we dated for 6 years before we got married.
Boom.
So that's Selena. Stop, Selena.
I want to know why John looked to the left like this.
Because I'm like, but
I hope Cheryl up them stairs.
Maybe that angel with them boxes came back. Reason why he looked to the left.
Cheryl might be creeping up them stairs.
I'm not saying it can't be done. For me, the act of it was supposed to be so you could be new to your spouse. That if you have done away with that, you can't try to bring that back. When I'm finna get with you. Again, like I said, it's supposed to be so you can't take nothing mentally or physically into your relationship. You brought mental stuff in whether you wanted to or not.
You can't be born again, John.
What? Not sexually. Ain't no dipping gonna make that tight. Ain't no dipping gonna close that up. See, wait a minute. Stop. Let me stop. See, you done got me. This is not my show. Let me back up.
No, go. Make yourself at home.
I think it's the same thing. If you were a sinner, you decide, you know what, Lord, I'm about to change.
That's right.
And
we're not saying
born again, and I'm gonna be a
I'm not saying it's not possible. What I'm questioning
it ain't possible.
Is the thought process for certain individuals. That's as simple as I'm gonna put it.
And I agree. There are some people who use it as a badge of honor, and they're not really following this celibate life.
That's not what we're talking about.
I do believe that it can be done.
That's not what we're talking about. So wait,
you telling me
when you got baptized, the water did more than just wet your hair up. It did more than that. What else did the water do? Because I want to know what else the water did. Because the water must have did something.
John,
we got to do. See, let me say this: when that question, when I saw that Venus video and stuff like that, and we decided we were going to discuss it, I already said to myself, we need to do an entire show on celibacy. So this is what I want to happen. As soon as y'all are available, everybody that's here right now, as soon as y'all are available, let's reconvene because we are over time, unfortunately. And I got 1,000 comments right now that I could not get to.
Oh, I bet you do.
Wow. Y'all stay on after we get off because we're going to do this.
No, we need to do this in front of the people, for the people. So save it. Save it all. Don't give away what we can sell. So we're going to end this, but we're going to come back and we're going to have a celibacy show. Okay?
So Doc, you get with your people and let me know when you want to invite me back because I know y'all to this, y'all ain't going to want to have me back.
No, yes, I am.
John, I didn't want you today.
I didn't even know he was gonna be on.
Anytime. So we will discuss how quickly we can get that done. Now I don't know what y'all got going next week, but as far as I'm concerned, we can run this celibacy thing and pick up right there next Tuesday at 7:00 if y'all are available.
We have examples.
Doc, you available, Doc?
I'm available.
John, you available? I'm available. That's what it is. Next week, we're going to call it Celibacy 101. We're going to teach you everything you need to know about celibacy.
I doubt that.
And I want y'all in the audience, if you got a rose, bring it with you that day.
No, you're not.
The Bachelor.
Yeah, because we apparently we need to get some folks some of that spray to clean them off.
Disgusting. Tag in this show, hurry up.
All right, so Nikki, we're gonna start with you on final comments. Look what Monique put on there. That's your girl. And A-Trap talking about I'm gonna fail that class. Lily said I'm celibate for the next 4 weeks.
Good.
I love it. Okay, we gotta come back. But now look, my daughter-in-law said Corey and I tried, and then I got pregnant the night we got engaged. That'll get you a ring. All right. So we're gonna go final comments, and then we're gonna end this thing. We'll come back next week and pick up on this celibate stuff and maybe some more interesting things. So we'll start with you, Seasoned Queen, on your final thoughts.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank Selena and John for being on the show. I enjoyed both of you.
You don't have to
and
thank
of course,
John.
I always enjoy my siblings. And I thank you guys that tuned in to listen. And those of you who are celibate, stay celibate if you so choose to. Don't listen to Ivan and John. Follow your own heart, your own mind.
Ivan brother said, don't change. Girl.
Do what the Lord said. Don't give up the cookies until it's time. Till you get your husband.
Save it, John.
Y'all ready to tear up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey, John ain't gonna be able to sleep good this next week. He gonna be waiting until Tuesday.
Go, and I'm giving thumbs up to Serena. Venus, I mean. Not Serena. Thumbs up, girl.
No, Serena giving it up. Well, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
She can get it.
All right. John, final thoughts, sir.
Okay. The great thing about Christ is we do get a chance to do over. We get a chance,
Right.
but there are still consequences from you not doing it from the beginning. If you done gave that booty up, you can't take that back. You're gonna take that soul tie with you, and you're gonna take that mental with you. You can't take that back. It don't matter how you done devoted yourself to the Lord. Oh, you know, Lord, he heard my cry. Negro, please, the booty been tooken. Don't try to put a bow on and polish it all up and put armor all on it to make it look brand new. It ain't new. It's old, and we don't want it.
Pop goes to Weezer. All right. Dr. Trauma Queen, it's on you. And remind the people how they can tune into your show and tell them when they're going to be able to find you on Roku.
First, I would like to apologize for John. His actions and words do not reflect that of me. We'll put that out there. But I do appreciate Queen3 and King for allowing us to be a part of your family. I really do feel like family. I mean, I was family with Mika for 18 years, but now I appreciate being in the family for real. So thank y'all for letting us come here tonight. You can find me on all the podcast platforms. So Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and Google on Monday mornings is Teaching Through the Eyes of Trauma with me, Dr. Trauma Queen Selena Smith.
All right. And hey, Yogi, I forgot to tell them, you let them know where they can find you and your stuff, brother.
Oh man, I'm about to blow up, man. They got some movies. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook at Yogi. You can find me on Instagram. I'm on all the platforms: Roku, Muku, and Nuku. I'll be on all them. Check me out.
Man Talk Mondays. He'll be there at BS3 Network Mondays at 7:00 as well, and he will be back here along with Dr. Smith next Tuesday at 7 p.m. for Celibacy Talk. Mika.
Hey, y'all. Thanks so much for the support. I felt like I was in somebody's living room having a glass of wine and hollering. Shout out to my link. Thank you so much for coming. We've been in the game for 18 years, like she said, and she unfortunately brought John with her right after. So she owes me an apology.
He didn't know he was coming. I didn't know. I was the only one who knew John was coming.
Woo! We ain't been able to shake John since, so y'all pray for us. But yes, it was such a fun conversation, y'all. I'm looking forward to this celibacy conversation next week because it's so many different opinions and how and why and should you not. So, and tonight was fun. So thank y'all for the support.
Yes. I'd like to apologize to the viewers who I normally try to get to all the comments. I think this is the first time, like it was probably 12 to 15 I just couldn't get to because it got hot on the Celibacy Talk. So y'all bring those comments back next week, Tuesday at 7:00. Again, thank you, John Yogi, the comedian, and thank you for the Dr. Trauma Queen, Dr. Selena Fitzroy Smith. Send me that Percocet prescription as soon as you can. But hey, we appreciate y'all as always on Queen3 and King. We'll see you here again next week at 7:00. Following us today at 8:30 in 15 minutes. Go stay on this Roku TV channel. Stay on BS3 Network. Marriage is Real. One of my favorite couples in the entire world. And I'm gonna jump in their comment section and say, hey, have y'all been celibate? So hey, we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next Tuesday on another episode of Queen3 and King.
Are we smiling or what are we doing?
The Queen Bee has arrived.
You know. What's your out then? So I'm gonna start with both of y'all's hands right here.